Hello students, how are you there? Hopefully you are fine. Now it's time for us to study English. We are going to learn about recount. In this video, there are some points that we are going to learn about. The first, we need to know about what is recount. Then after that, I'm going to show you an example of the recount. The next, we also talk about language feature of the text. The last but not least, we're going to learn about simple past tense. Okay, let's start now. Recount text is a text which retells about events or experiences in the past. There are three types of recount. The first, diary. Second, biography. And then the third is historical. So let's take a look about an example of a text.
This is the example of recount text. Let me read for you. Last holiday, I went to Bandung with my friend Asep. We spent our holiday there. We went to Bandung by bus. The bus scheduled from Indramayu was at 7 a.m. and arrived in Bandung at 11:30 a.m. In the first day, we went to Bandung Zoo. The ticket price was only 30,000 rupiah. The animal collection there were very complete. In the next day, we went to the Geological Museum and talked with the guide about geology. It made us understood about geology. We saw rocks collection there. After that, we went to Bandung bus station because we had to go home to Indramayu. My holiday in Bandung was only 2 days, but it made me happy. This text consists of 3 paragraphs. The first paragraph we call orientation. Orientation tells us about who was involved, what happened, where the event took place, and when it happened. The second paragraph is the event of the text. This part tells us what happened in what sequence. The third paragraph, called as reorientation, consists of optional, closure of the events, or the ending of the text. It's time for you to do exercises. Let's do task 1. Read the text, and then after that, you need to answer the question based on the text. There are 10 numbers that you need to answer.
Okay, the next point, let's discuss about language feature of the text. So there are 5 points about language feature. Dalam bahasa Indonesia, language feature is called about ciri kebahasaan. The first, using past tense. For example, simple past or maybe past continuous. The second, there is a temporal sequence. For example, on Saturday, on Sunday, or on Monday. The third, there is specific participant. For example, I as the author, atau saya sebagai penulisnya. The fourth, there is conjunction. So in this text, we need to use conjunction, such as maybe we need to use the word then, after, before, the last, using action verb. For example, stayed, played, or when. Okay, that's it for language feature. Now we move to simple past. I believe that all of you ever learn about this tense. Simple past will be used when, the first case, when the event happened in the past. For example, I went to Bandung last week. Second, we will use simple past when the event completely finished. For example, she was the president of the organization in 2006. When we want to make simple past, actually there consists of 2 types of sentence. Ada verbal, ada nominal. Verbal means berarti kalimat tersebut mengandung kata kerja. Sedangkan nominal itu without any verb. kalimatnya tidak mempunyai kata kerja. Sekarang kita masuk ke verbal. We need to focus to verbal sentence. There are three forms of verbal sentence. There is statement or affirmative, and then second, negative sentence, and then the third is interrogative. We go to positive or affirmative sentence first. Jadi kalau untuk bikin kalimat afirmatif, polanya seperti subject, and then after that followed by verb to plus object plus adverb. Adverb, it can be about time or place. Nah, contohnya, they played with ed, they played basketball yesterday. They as the subject, and then played verb to. Basketball is the object of the sentence, and then the last is adverb of time, yesterday. Selanjutnya, negative sentence. Untuk pola kalimat negatif, subject, then followed by did plus not plus verb 1 plus object plus adverb. Contoh tadi kalimatnya yang pertama itu they play basketball yesterday. Untuk kalimat negatif menjadi they did not play without ed ya. Play basketball yesterday. Jadi they stand for the subject, kemudian diikuti dengan did not, kemudian kata kerjanya tidak menggunakan verb 2 lagi, tapi balik ke verb pertama. Jadi nggak ada id-nya, cukup play saja, and then diikuti dengan objeknya tadi adalah basketball. Kemudian terakhir, yesterday as adverb of time. How to make an interrogative sentence. So the pattern will be like this. First, we'll begin with did, and then plus subject. Then after that, the object of the sentence. The last is adverb. Okay, let's apply that pattern in a sentence. Did they play basketball yesterday? So, did followed by subject, they, and then after that the verb. You need to use verb 1. Then after that followed by a verb of time, yesterday. Did they play basketball yesterday?
Task 2. Change these sentences into the form ordered in the bracket.
Okay, next, nominal sentence. Nominal is a sentence without any verb. For affirmative form, the pattern will be like this. Subject plus to be, was, or were, and then followed by complement. It can be adjective or adverb. For example, I was sick last night. So I stand for subject, followed by to be, was. Then after that, sick. Sick is adjective. Last night as adverb of time. For negative sentence, the pattern is subject plus was or were plus not plus complement, adjective or adverb. So, example of the sentence is I was not sick last night. I as a subject of a sentence, and then was followed by not. Then after that, adjective. The last is adverb of time. The last form is interrogative. Interrogative will be started by was plus subject plus complement, adverb or adjective. Then the last is don't forget to put the question mark. So when we want to make the sentence, it will be like this. Was I sick last night?
Task 3 about nominal sentence. Change these sentences into the form ordered in the bracket. So this is the end of our class. It's your turn to share about your experiences. Write it in the form of recount text, which consists of 3 parts: orientation, event, and reorientation.